Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I want to turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's from pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. right up, watching them gain their profits. While I'm still in my same big profit. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Him make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? They make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? They make profit.
That TTG money gang.
They making profit.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, boys and girls, ladies and gents? How are you? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. It's a fantastic Monday. You know why it's a fantastic Monday? Because the streak continues. If you guys were on our live stream last night, I told you that for the last several weeks, we're on a bit of a hot streak here in True Trading Group where we've been hitting multiple triple-digit gains within every week for the past, I don't even know, for the past several weeks. It seems like every week we're not just getting one. We're getting like 2, 3, sometimes 4 or 5 triple-digit gains. That's the type of opportunity that this volatile market is providing for us. And we hit, again, triple-digit gains today. This time, it was Google to the downside, and it was the final take profit on the Pinduoduo swing trade short that we entered on last Monday, added to it last Tuesday. Final take profits today. That trade over 200% gain from last Monday and Tuesday's entry to the final take profit today. And then the Google trade, that was one of our other moderators. Like I said, it's not just myself. There's 9 other professional trading mods that are with you inside True Trading Group during the day. And that was a day trade today for a 100% gain on Google put options today. That's the opportunity that this market provides. We talked about it last night in the live stream. I told you to get your butts in chat. I told you we're going to look to keep that momentum going. I told you what my game plan was. I told you to watch for strength in the markets on the back of a First Citizens Bank, a deal there to acquire Silicon Valley Bank. We talked about it last night about the possibility of that deal going through in the late Sunday hours or the early Monday morning hours. And we woke up this morning and wouldn't you know, there it was. We were right about getting that deal, First Citizens Bank acquiring Silicon Valley Bank. And that eased a lot of the fears off of the banking system. All the fears of the banking system was going to collapse and the bank runs were going to continue. Those fears were eased a bit today. You saw yields move higher. You saw banks move higher. And you saw the Dow move higher and the S&P closed green as well. Tech was where the weakness was today. That makes sense because yields went higher as the banking fears began to ease today. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to uncover. What's the state of the banking system now? This banking crisis that everyone's been talking about, is it over now? Is it kind of paused? What are the next dominoes to come forward here, if any at all? We're going to talk about that. We're going to answer questions, what's going on with the banking crisis and what this buyout of Silicon Valley from First Citizens Bank, that stock up like 60% today. What does that mean then for the banking crisis and the state of the banking system? And also we're going to recap the 2 triple-digit gains that we were able to capitalize on inside True Trading Group. So we're in for quite a treat. Technical trading lessons and also some macro fundamental analysis. We're going to talk about it all right here on this live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And if you guys don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here, totally free, where myself, other THD Pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, market commentary, and trade ideas that can help you become better traders. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share this on your own social media. Let's reach out, let's educate, let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you listen to anything that we talk about on these live streams, folks? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working for a fund in New York City. It was my first job at a college. While there, I had to go through a 3-month educational training program where I sat in a classroom style setting for the first 3 months of my employment and was taught by other professional traders that worked at the fund, worked on Wall Street. And that is how I began my career. I didn't have to sift through hours of YouTube videos and go through the rabbit hole on Reddit to try to figure out the right way to do this. I was taught professionally right out of the gate. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, and that was the stock market crash. The last time we had ourselves, a real banking crisis was that 2008 and the Great Recession. But that was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. You see, this whole recession talk, it's nothing new to me. Okay. Nothing new to me. We had the worst recession that we've ever had, the Great Recession, which was 0809. That was the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in the slash and what my expectations are from the bigger picture, from the macro picture. But now you fast forward, guys, now several years, and I'm now the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods with an over 30-person staff. We've helped thousands of traders and investors from all over the world reach their goals of profitability. And we have members that are represented in over 100 different countries. That is the vast spread of the TTG family. You see, we're the fastest growing and highest rated platform because we combine the university level trading and investing courses, which is a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the fund and went through that 3-month training program. But we paired that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. And we cover all styles of trading. So every day we day trade, every day we swing trade. Okay. And we also cover and discuss long-term investing as well. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. But then we take that university level of curriculum and we pair it with today's top financial tools. Now, these tools are expensive. They would cost you around $5,000 to $6,000 a year if you paid for them on your own, but you need them. They give you more information. They give you more data, helps you make better decisions, increases your chances of success. But I know $5,000 to $6,000 is a lot of money. That's why we spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products and tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. Saves you $5,000 to $6,000 a year and gives you access to some of the top trading and investing tools that the market has to offer. Not to mention, you'll, of course, get access to all of our members. Our members are the most helpful, supportive, educated, and successful community of traders you're ever going to find. They're always willing to help. They generally give a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. And then you get all the trade alerts from the mods and I in real time that we have been able to cumulatively as a group, been able to maintain a win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. And the streak we've got going right now, like I said, is multiple triple-digit gains for the last several weeks in a row now. And it's Monday, and we already got a couple of them. So that's the environment that we find ourselves in. That's the market that we find ourselves in. So again, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, smash the like button, turn on your notifications, share the stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. Before I get started, I do want to thank our partners at Benzinga. For those that don't know, Benzinga offers their own educational products, yet they still fully endorse the TeachD platform for their massive added value that it provides for their members and community. We're grateful to Benzinga for the opportunity to further educate their community and to offer the Benzinga Pro newsfeed and Squawk, which is worth over $1,000 a year on its own. It's included when you join the TeachD membership. You guys don't have to pay anything extra for it. So folks, if you are here from Benzinga, you're in the right place. So welcome. Make sure you guys, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Without any further ado, folks, I want to roll things on forward. I want to talk about what transpired today because we got some breaking news. Okay, we got some breaking news about First Citizens Bank last night, right? Or this morning. Excuse me, guys. My throat is, got something in my throat there. Just trying to drink some water. So what happened with First Citizens Bank, they got approved by FDIC to buy out Silicon Valley, the assets of Silicon Valley. Now, what ended up happening was the FDIC took over control of Silicon Valley Bank's assets when Silicon Valley failed. They were trying to negotiate a sale of Silicon Valley Bank. Valley National, First Citizens, and one other were interested in submitting bids to purchase Silicon Valley. It was said and rumored last night that First Citizens Bank was very close to a deal. And then this morning we got confirmation that they did come out and they did purchase the assets of Silicon Valley Bank at a ridiculous discount. They actually, basically stole this. Okay. You take a look at FCNCA, that is First Citizens Bank, and the stock is up 55% today. You can see this massive gap up on FCNC. The stock was at 580 on Friday. It is now at 900 today. So that's just giving you an idea. Up $317 a share. First Citizens Bank trading just beneath its all-time high. But this deal kind of eased a lot of people's concerns about the banking situation. You take a look at some of the banks, right? If we take a look at some of the banks, JP Morgan up 3% today, Wells Fargo up 3.5% today, Bank of America up 5% today. Okay, you take a look at some of those other banks. You take a look at First Republic up 13%, Western Alliance up 3.5%. Charles Schwab up 3%, right? PacWest up 4%. So what you're seeing is every single one of these banks all trading higher today, and the Dow trading higher today, leading the way up, over 0.5%, up 0.68%, as the banking crisis starts to alleviate, right? And also TTG is moving up in the world, folks. As last night we were one of the first to break this story as we streamed it live, right? We were one of the first places to break that news about First Citizen reportedly being close to sealing the acquisition, and Benzinga covered it. Benzinga covered it, and the quote is, the bank could potentially reach a deal to acquire SVB from the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation as soon as Sunday, according to Bloomberg News, which initially reported the development and also streamed live on YouTube by True Trading Group. That is us. So one of the first to kind of break that news for you guys last night that they were close to a deal. And then we wake up this morning and there you have it. The deal is done. First Republic buying the assets of Silicon Valley. And excuse me, not First Republic. I'm sorry. Not First Republic. First Citizens Bank. I'm so used to saying First Republic because that's been the stock that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. But First Citizens Bank buying Silicon Valley, and that stock gapping up 55%. So where does that mean? Where does that leave us with this banking crisis and this banking situation? All of the data that we have seen that's been released by the Federal Reserve shows that the outflows from the banking system and the regional banks specifically have stopped. It seems like the bank run is over. Everybody that was concerned that all of these other banks were going to fail because everybody was pulling money out of the bank, which is the reason why Silicon Valley Bank failed. It was a bank run. The reason why First Republic is in trouble is because of a bank run, because clients were pulling their deposits out of the bank and moving them elsewhere. All right. Oh, wow. I did not know that we were also quoted in Reuters on the cannabis space this month. March 24th at 8:11 a.m. Eastern, we were also quoted in Reuters on the cannabis space this month. There we have it. There's a quote right there from us being quoted on Reuters. Average interest rate in the cannabis sector can be as high as 20%, according to True Trading Group, an online community of traders and entrepreneurs. That compares with the 5 to 5.7% average rate for business loans from traditional banks, as per Bankrat. So yeah, guys, so you can see True Trading Group moving up in the world, folks. All right? Moving up in the world, folks. So being quoted by Reuters and also Benzinga covering that we were one of the first to break the news about First Citizens Bank. All right. So where does this leave us, like I said, with the banking situation? In my opinion, the bank run is done. The bank run is done. People pulling their money out of the banks because they think the banks are going to fail. I think that's done with. I think that's over with. And I think we've staged off kind of the first storm. I think the first storm we avoided anything severe. I think the Cat 4 hurricane just missed us and has now dissipated off, into the Atlantic Ocean. And I think that the bank run, which is why Silicon Valley Bank failed, I think that's over. The outflows that the Federal Reserve is reporting, the outflows have stopped. You saw a lot of money leave the regional banks and be moved over to the larger banks, like places like JP Morgan, Bank of America. They saw massive inflows of deposits as people took money out of the smaller banks. They moved them into the larger banks. And that means that bank run, I think, that bank run is done. You still have a couple of banks that are vulnerable right now. First Republic being one of them. First Republic is still a vulnerable bank. They were hit very hard by the deposit withdrawals. It is it's a smaller bank. The stock's been pummeled. It went from $120 to $14 in just a matter of 2 weeks. Short sellers are really leaning on top of this stock as well. It's being pressured from a lot of different angles. But JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, trying to get together to provide different options for this bank. This is the last one that I think is in jeopardy. If there could be something done in First Republic, you avoid any type of a collapse or a close of First Republic, then you completely avoid any other dominoes stemming from the bank run itself. And then the markets, I think, would actually be free to move themselves higher a bit. Okay. We talked yesterday about the markets, moving higher on the back of the banking fears easing a bit and trying to get up and knock against this key level of resistance on the SPY, which is right around this 401 to 402. And if you guys were on the live stream last night, we talked about this very heavily. And this is the level that I think the market tries to really tap its head up against. And then you also have this blue line on my screen, which is the 50-day moving average. And that's going to be the high of the day from the Fed meeting. This is the high of the day from the Fed meeting. And then this is the high of the day from when you first found out about Silicon Valley Bank. And then you have the 50-day moving average, this dark blue line that sits there as well. That is your next level of resistance. That is the area that I think the markets want to push up and really test against as the banking fears start to subside with Silicon Valley Bank being bought. And then if there's something done with First Republic, then I think that you could see a little bit more upside on the back of that. Now, does that mean that you're just out of the woods and everything is just, happy-go-lucky and the market just rips back to all-time highs? No. I've been very steadfast and I've been very consistent with my stance that we are going to experience a recession. I think that recession comes this year, but I've just been very clear and very consistent with the fact that you've been listening to our lives for the last, 8 or 9 months or so. I've been talking about this. I just think it's going to be a mild recession. I don't think it's going to be anything like it was in 2008. It doesn't have to be like anything it was in 2008. This is not 2008, what you saw in the banking system then and what you're seeing in the banking system now. As I was on Wall Street for 2008, that's not what you're experiencing right now. Okay, I think it'll be a mild recession, and I think that you're going to have maybe one more rally in this market as the Fed pauses, as the banking situation, those fears ease. You get one more rally right before you get into your next earnings season, and then I think you have one more bear market rally, and then the markets then start to trade back to the downside, and then we take advantage of all of that trading opportunity while the markets then start to trade back to the downside, because the volatility that you're experiencing in this market, it's unlike anything that I've seen in my 17-year career. When you go back and you look, and I'm telling you guys this right now, your window of opportunity is closing. This volatility in this market, like how I'm sitting here telling you we're having multiple triple-digit gains every single week, that type of volatility is what is creating those opportunities. Now, you're getting days in here where the SPY, which is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500, is moving $10, $11, $12 in a single day. Like, you look at the size of these candles on my screen, you'll see it low of the day, 386, high of the day, 396. That's a $10 move from high to low. The low of the day, 392, high of the day, 402. That's a $10 move from high to low, right? Low of the day, 390, high of the day, 401.50. Okay, that's an $11 move. So what you're seeing right now is massive movements in the overall market, but it wasn't always like that. You go back to before COVID. COVID is what created this COVID environment. During COVID and post-COVID is what created this type of trading environment. But when you go back to prior to COVID, if I take you to 2019, look at the size of these candles. Look at the difference in the size of these candles compared to the size of the candles that I just showed you that you're experiencing over the last several months. Let's just look at a couple of them. Low of the day, 313. High of the day, 314.50. $1.50 range. Low of the day, 321. High of the day, 321.60. A 60-cent range from high to low. Low of the day, 326. High of the day, 328. A $2 move from high to low. You get the point. Here, 331. High of the day, 332. A $1 range on the SPY, the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. You're not seeing what you don't see in 2019 prior to COVID is what you see now, which is 10, 12, 7, $8 moves in any given day. That's the opportunity that this market is providing day in and day out, which is why members of True Trading Group and the moderators within True Trading Group are able and are now allowing us to capitalize on those triple digit gains. The vast majority of our members, guys, in this market environment, they're not scared about a recession. They're not worried about a recession. Members of True Trading Group, does the word recession scare you? Yes or no? You guys can just type in chat, yes or no. Does the recession scare you? It better not scare you, because I believe it's coming. And you have a very small window of opportunity to recession-proof your life right now before it comes by learning how to trade and take advantage of this opportunity, this volatility in the marketplace, and setting yourself up to actually take advantage of the price volatility that you're going to experience when it comes. You've never had a situation before in history where you've had this much of a heads up. All the other recessions that there have been, there has not been this like year-long anticipation where it's like for the last 6 months, everyone's been talking about, oh, there's going to be a recession. There's going to be a recession. There's going to be a recession. You can't tell me that I'm the first person to ever tell you that I believe there's going to be a recession. I'm sure you've read it on Twitter. You've heard it on CNBC. You've heard it on Fox. You've heard it on Bloomberg. You've heard it on CNN. You've read it on Reddit. You've read it every single place that you go. I'm not the first person to tell you this, but I will be the first person to tell you how you can profit from it if you learn how to take advantage of downward price action in the markets like we have been doing for the last year and a half. Learn how to trade put options. Learn how to short. Learn inverse ETFs, because that is the exact strategy that will help you make money when markets go down. So you're not just left to be a victim of your long-term portfolio and watch as prices go down. Generate income on the way down from trading actively, whether you're day trading or swing trading. Generate income that way. Then build worth by investing that money into the markets after stock prices go down as a recession arrives. We are not worried about a recession. We are actually extremely excited about it, very selfishly as traders and investors, because it means stock prices go down, stocks go down faster than they go up, which creates the triple digit gain opportunities that we've been able to capitalize on. And then we can take that money and then stuff it into our long-term portfolio and buy some of the best companies on earth at significantly discounted prices, and then watch that generate wealth for us over the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years. Every single recession in history has been a phenomenal buying opportunity for those that had the wherewithal and the education and knowledge to actually be investing when everybody else is panicking and running for the exits. Let everybody else run for the exits. That is when we step in and buy. That's what we did last year in 2020 when the markets crashed and we went all the way down to like 360 on the SPY. We were buying in the long-term portfolio. I still have cash on the sideline waiting for another opportunity to be adding in the long-term portfolio. And members of True Trading Group are doing exactly that. I don't want you to take my word for it. You saw how many people just told you, I'm not worried about a recession. They're not, because they know how to make money and they've been making money in this exact environment. And again, don't take my word for it. I understand, of course, what am I going to say? Everyone in True Trading Group is losing money. I understand when I say it doesn't mean much. So don't listen to me, listen to members. Members of True Trading Group, very plainly and simply, have a question for you. Are you making money and becoming better traders because of True Trading Group? If the answer is yes, type the $ in chat right now. You type the $ in chat right now if you're making money and have become a better trader because of True Trading Group specifically. Now, anyone that's on here that's not a member, my advice to you is just to pay attention to how many people are about to type the $, because these are your peers, guys. These people are just like you. There's no difference. They have all the same excuses that you've put on yourself. They had small accounts. They've got full-time jobs, busy schedules, lost money in the market before. They have no experience. They were part of some other group, didn't work out. All of these people that you see type the $ right now, they've all been through that. They've all had those same excuses. But yet here they are telling you that they're A, making money in this environment, and B, they're not worried about a recession. But I know many of you are. If you're on this live stream, it's most likely because you're scared of a recession and you want to know what to do. You want someone to tell you that everything's just going to be okay. And everything will be okay if you make a decision right now to prepare for it, get educated, arm yourself with the tools, resources, and be part of the right community that can help you navigate such an environment, because we've been through it before. This isn't my first rodeo. This won't be my first recession. It certainly won't be my last. You need to learn how to make money in this environment, and our members have done exactly that. I'm not going to come on these live streams and tell you what you want to hear. I'm not going to tell you bank crisis avoided. We're going back to all-time highs. YOLO, diamond hand for life. I'm not going to tell you that. That might be what you want to hear, but that's not what's going to help you make money. And that is my job. My job is to help members of True Trading Group and also the viewers of this live stream. It is my job to educate them and share my experiences and my knowledge so that you can start making better decisions for yourself and for your family and help you make money. That is why you are on these live streams. That is why you are in the markets in general. It's to make money. But in order for you to first make money, you have to be able to understand the opportunity and what's actually possible and what is necessary and needed for you guys to capitalize on this environment. How many people are on this live stream that are not members of True Trading Group? I'm just curious. You've seen a lot of members that are commenting so far, but if you're not a member, do me a favor real quick and just type TTG. Just type TTG if you're not a member. I want to see how many people we have on the live stream that are not members of the group before I get into some of the trade recaps on the day. I want to recap, the bangers today. Pinduoduo, Carvana, Google or Alphabet. Let's see. We got Sandlot. We got YA, Robert, Usama, Brian. So we got a handful of people here that are not members of the TTG family. Excellent. So for those of you that are not members, we got Juan, Lionel. Those of you that are not members, you're fortunate that, I don't know if YouTube maybe suggested this live stream to you. Maybe you saw it on social media or a friend recommended it to you, but you guys are in luck and you're fortunate. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications because we do these live 6 days a week. But I give you not just, overall market commentary and macro reviews and what I think the markets are going to be doing, but I also give you guys free lessons, education. I also give you trade ideas. If you were on our live stream last Monday and Tuesday, I told you Monday that we shorted Pinduoduo. And then on Tuesday, I told you we added to the Pinduoduo short. We took our final profit off today for an over 200% gain for members that were in put options. I shorted the stock itself. But whenever I short a stock or if I trade a mid or large cap, I always give an option contract for members with smaller accounts if they want to follow me on the trade. And those options went over 200% from Monday, Tuesday's entry down to, and we added again on Friday as well. Final take profits, though, today, over 200% on those options. So congratulations again, members of True Trading Group. We got a couple of other new members here. Awesome. So like I said, all of our new members, welcome to the family. Okay, or welcome to the stream, rather. Not welcome to the family yet. You're not members yet. Some of you guys are viewers of the channel. All right. So, like I said, I think it's going to be, I think we're going into recession. It's going to be a mild recession, but I think there's one more bear market rally left. And my goals from a broader picture and a global, more macro view is what I think happens here is the banking crisis that we first were worried about, which is the bank runs, that subsides. Then inflation comes down, continues to come down, and people expect the Fed is going to pause. And what I think ends up happening is I think you get one more bear market rally. I think you get one more bear market rally as people say banking crisis averted, inflation still coming down, Fed's most likely going to pause, and then the markets rally on the back of that thesis. And then my game plan is on the back of that bear market rally, because I still believe you're in a bear market. On that back of that bear market rally, that, my friends, is when I will start loading up on longer duration put options for then the markets to then start to turn around as you get deeper into the back half of this year and you get into the summer and then you get into the second half of the year is when I think the markets then start to move themselves to the downside. So my game plan from a broader picture is one more bear market rally as the initial wave of the banking fears subsides, inflation continues to come down, one more little bear market rally, and then that will give me an opportunity to buy maybe November or December or maybe even January dated put options on the SPY. And then as the markets pull back, as you get deeper into the year, as that mild recession that I believe is coming starts to show its face, we are going to be able to capitalize on multiple triple-digit gains if I'm correct on that analysis and I'm correct on that call. My members of True Trading Group will know exactly the day, the option strike price, the option expiration, and the price that I entered that trade. But I will be looking to put that trade on within the next probably month to month and a half. And that is what I plan on doing here with the broader picture overall market. So I'm kind of laying that out there for you guys now, putting my neck out there. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I don't just tell you what happened yesterday. I tell you what I think is going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month. And that's how I plan on capitalizing from it. So that's kind of my broader picture. Maybe one more bear market rally. That's your chance to lighten up risk, get those puts, and then we'll catch that move and we're going to bank from it. And then we're going to take all that profit that's going to generate for us, and then we're going to stuff it into the long-term portfolio, okay, as that mild recession shows its face. And then, my friends, we sit back, we kick our feet up on our desk, and then we watch as the markets recover once you come out of the recession into next year, and then we build wealth over the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years as the markets recover and the economy comes out of the mild recession. And that's my bigger picture view. I'll be able to give you a lot more details on that and the exact, ins and outs of the positioning that I'll be in as we get deeper into that. Okay. So, all right, guys. So that's kind of what my thoughts are on the overall markets. Okay. So you have a little bit more, one more little push, right? Like one more push. And then I think we'll get the move there to the downside as you get into your next earnings season. As I think earnings will start to reflect that because of the banking crisis. Credit's going to be tighter, and I think companies are going to start to adjust their earnings expectations because of the tighter credit markets that there will be following this banking crisis and this banking situation. Okay. For all of you that are joining us here that are not members of your trading group, I want to cover a couple of different things with you here. I want to go over the trade recaps from the day. There's a couple of them, and I still have a position open. So I want to tell you what trade I have open. I want to recap for you a 35% gain today on a put option. I want to recap you a 100% gain today on a day trade put option, and then an over 200% gain on a swing trade that we've been in since last week that I took final profits on today. I want to recap all that. I want to go over the setup. I want to go over the lessons, right? Why we entered, why we got out, when we did, so you guys can learn not just the what, but also the why. That's how you learn. And then we'll cover what position I am now that I think has potential to be the next triple-digit gainer that we may possibly see here this week, aside from the two that were locked in today. But before I do that, I want to go over with you guys and explain to you how you are going to be able to join the TeachE platform, and just explain to you very briefly, it'll take 5 minutes, what is included with that. And then we'll go over the trade that I'm currently in, and we'll talk a little bit more detail on what options specifically I'll be looking for if the markets do push up towards those highs. So guys, you guys are in luck. The price of our membership was supposed to go up today, but Adam has been swamped with some mastermind work for TeachD Mastermind members and actually did not change the price of the membership. And you actually had a couple of people join for the $980 price point during the day, and they weren't supposed to be able to. So the price at midnight was supposed to reflect the $1,100 price point, but it stayed at the $980 mark. And a couple of people joined early in the morning session before the markets opened. And that decided we just, okay, well, if people already joined at 980, we're going to leave it like that for one more day. Adam was just busy with getting some mastermind stuff ready for all of our TeachD Mastermind members. So all of my mastermind members, AO to you guys, Adam's got some real exciting stuff coming your way. But for those of you that did not take advantage of it yesterday, you've got one more shot at our membership for less than $1,000 for the entire year. And that includes all of our courses and all of our tools, right? So the courses and tools are not, there's no upsells for those things. We're the Netflix of trading communities. When you join our platform, you get access to the 22 course curriculum, which is a simplified version of the stuff that I learned that I worked at the Fund in New York. Joe, maybe you can post up the link actually in chat of the syllabus so people that are not members can click on it. They can see for themselves a list of all the courses. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. You guys name it. We've got it. There's no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. We don't play games like that. You guys have access to every single course for the $980 price point. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. You'll click apply code. The price will drop to $980. We only have 8 laptops for today. We only have 8. All right. So the next 8 people to join, you will also get a brand new free laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in over 100 different countries. We got them their laptops. Doesn't matter. You don't live in the US. We'll get you the laptop. We have members all over the world. We cover shipping, but there's only 8 of them. So you'll know you're one of the 8 if when you go to ttgoffer.com, you see a laptop in the checkout cart. Once 8 people sign up, the laptop will no longer be visible in the checkout cart. There's 8 of them. All right. Now you're also going to get all of our tools and resources. Remember, I told you there's $5,000 to $6,000 worth of tools from some of the top trading and investing companies out there. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. That alone is $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included when you join our membership for just $980 right now. But today's the last day to get our membership for less than $1,000. The price is normally $2,212. You got a 55% discount right now at the $980 price point. So I would take advantage of it. You're also going to get Quote Media's full book level 2. You get congressional trading data, so you can actually see and track the trades being made by members of Congress. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's like $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. You get the Trade Ideas scanner. It's on our platform for you guys to use every day. A simulator from ET&A lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Our proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, a social sentiment scanner, a trading journal, analyst ratings. All of this is included when you guys join our membership. Watch list every day with exact game plans. These are the stocks we're looking at. This is where we're buying. This is where we're selling. Before the market even opens, you know what we're going to be doing before the day even begins. All of it's included for the $980. And I'm also going to throw in a one-on-one mentor session with one of our trading mods so that we can get you started on the right foot. Some of you might be coming from other groups that created a lot of really bad habits for you. Some of you, might have a lot of weaknesses in your trading that we need to fix. And we're going to do that by giving you guys a one-on-one mentor session with one of our pro traders to help speed up that learning curve and get you guys started on the right foot. And I also stand behind this membership, guys. I know I talk a big game on here, but I stand behind it and I put my own money behind it. I'm so confident in the platform that we have created and its ability to help you guys reach your goals that I'm willing to offer a double your money back guarantee to anyone that joins here this evening. It's quite simple. When you join, you're going to pay $980. If you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, if you are still unable to make the $980 membership fee back at least once during your membership, then at the end, I will give you back double, $1,960. And you can keep the free laptop. That's a deal when you join True Trading Group. I can do that because we've only had to give a refund to about 2.83% of members. 78% of our members renew their membership. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,020 reviews. Go check them out. Guys, there's no greater referral than one of your peers. Go see what your peers have to say about this program. You already saw how many people typed the $. You already saw no member of True Trading Group is scared or worried about a recession. Why? Because they understand how to make money in a recession. They understand how to make money in a down market. And then they understand the opportunity that recession and down market is going to provide for them for the long-term portfolio entries that we are salivating at the mouth for. Go to ttgoffer.com right now. Enter the code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop down to $980. Last chance here to get it for less than $1,000. You'll get a free laptop as long as you see one. We cover shipping. And then you get the double your money back guarantee in the one-on-one mentor session. If you're worried about a recession, you got to start doing something about it because it's coming whether you like it or not. You can't just sit there and lay in bed at night and just pray to the gods that the tornado just passes by your house. Get up, do something about it. Go to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code. If you guys have any questions at all, you can text us. We're an open book. Also, if you're a trial member, you used to be a trial or you guys used to be an annual member, text us as well so we can whitelist your email address, 786-505-4049. Again, this will be the last night for this. Last night was supposed to be, but we didn't make the changes. Like I said, Adam's been very busy with TeachD Mastermind and getting some things ready for those people and for those members. So this will be the last night for trials. And former members, if you want the $980 price point with the laptop and the double your money back guarantee, text the number at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Okay? Text that phone number. All right. And like I said, if you have any questions, you have questions about myself, about our trading, about the platform, about the courses, the tools, anything, we're an open book. We're fully transparent. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. All right. Otherwise, go to ttgoffer.com and use that code TTG121. All right. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop, guys. You're going to get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the free laptop. So be on the lookout for the welcome email after you guys do join. All right. All right. Excellent. Now, with that being said, I'd like to take things on over to the charts, and I want to recap the trades of the day. In order to do that, in order to help me show you what is actually possible on any given day, I'm going to introduce you guys to one of our other trading moderators in True Trading Group. Like I said, it is not just myself. There are 9 other professional trading mods that are with you during the trading day. We all have our own style and niche. Some of us are day traders. Some of us are swing traders. Some of us trade stocks. Some of us trade options. Some of us trade both. Some trade futures. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. Without any further ado, I want to everybody give a big AO and welcome to Shy.
Ayo.
There she is.
I got the hoodie on today. I got
you got the ice. You got the drip on today. There it is.
I got the TTG hoodie on today.
That's right. I like it. We got the TTG hoodie. We're feeling good. I got my TTG golf balls. My TTG golf balls are over there in the corner. You guys can't see them. They're by my putting mat. I have a little putting mat over there in my office. My TTG golf balls are over there. But Shy, another insane day.
It's another one.
I mean, this is just, it's getting ridiculous now. Honestly, I feel like it's getting ridiculous. I come on these live streams day after day, week after week. I'm trying to explain to people that this is the most opportunistic filled environment that I've ever seen in my entire life. And it seems like every single week, but at this point, it almost feels like almost every day, there are triple digit gain opportunities in this market. And you hit another one today on Alphabet. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I call it Google. I still call it Google.
I call it Google too. I call it Google too, but
yeah, this was straight from my my pre-market watch list. I had been watching this for a few days, and I had went into STR, and we talked about me trading some things because I trade mid to large caps, and trying to find some trades that everyone can get into. Where if you can't pay $3, $4, $5 for a contract, you can pay like $1. So $3, $4, $5 for a contract is the equivalent for those of you all who are new. It's like $300, $400, $5 per contract that you buy. So $1 contract is like it costs you $100 to trade this. So pre-market, I was just watching the market, and Google never went green. Even when the SPY pushed up, Google, it just struggled the whole time. So I said, this is going to be on my pre-market watch list. I'm going to see if we can get this thing to roll over because it was relatively weak in comparison to the SPY. So it was one of my top. I think it was the top trade I did that I had today was Google, and off the open, you can see we just like that just cratered straight off the open. So we had that gap, and then we started pushing up, and on that third green candle is where I decided to take the short. Yep. So I got short. I got into 103 puts today. For 331. I got in. They were like 110. Some of the members called better prices than I did because of the stock pushed up some. So most of the members got in under $1. So most of the members got in like 96 cents to $1 was most of their profits. But I got in right there, and I had to stop. Actually, my stop was like the previous day's close, so I had to stop all the way up there. Right, so I was prepared for the gap fill, and I came on, told the members, "Hey, I'm going to position size myself. My risk to reward, I like it on this trade." But we never got there. As you can see, we just got to that 105 level and struggled, couldn't get over it, and then rolled that thing on down. So we took profit all the way down. I took profit there. We pushed up into VWAP, Is that VWAP or that's your trade line?
Oh, this is a trade line. This trade line right here.
Was up to a trade line. I just held on a piece, and every time we made a leg lower, I just took a piece of profit. So I took profit there. I took profit there. Scroll some more to your.
You got some there, right?
Yep, some there. That was those contracts was at 170 there, and then when we got into lunchtime, as you can see, it just cratered and we took bulk off right there. Yep.
Damn, this thing just rolled over.
Yep. And I was looking for if you go to the daily chart, I was looking for it to touch the I think it's
200.
Yep, the 200 day. We never got there.
That's the yellow line. Just for those that are watching, that's this yellow line. This yellow line is the 200-day moving average on the daily chart.
Yep, and then I had and we had the trade line sitting there too. So we was kind of flirting with that area. No biggie, but so we just took profit along. So most people got in. Mine went from about 110, I think, all the way up to 215. And most members got in, like I said, under $1, and theirs went, past $2 as well. So for 100% banger, here we are again.
Incredible, guys! My TTG fam, if you guys caught this Google trade with Shy, tell me how you did. I love to hear about it. We got some people commenting already. I got a 57% gain. I got in at 117, 98, and 95 cents. I sold at 137, 171, 181, and $2.01. Made 57% total overall, but you got over 100% on some of those tiers from 95 and 98 cents, getting out at $2, over 100% there for Rob on some of those tiers. Final take profit for South Beach Motors, $1.66 from an 83-cent entry. Yeah. Unbelievable. Some people hitting on these. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Triple digit gains.
104 to 199. It was just a monster day. I trade mid to large caps, but even in Google is considered a large cap. It just doesn't. The stock price is just not necessarily reflective of it because they did so many splits over the time.
Yeah,
that the stock price has come down. But yeah, just to be able to get into something for like $1 and you flip it to $2, that's a great day.
Absolutely. Here you see Road to Success caught 24% on Carvana, 94% on Google. Just a great job today, guys. Just another triple digit banger here on Google. Just an excellent job on Google. So Shy, congrats. We're keeping the streak going.
I'm just playing catch up to you and Pandora Duo. I'm just trying to be like the boss. I'm just trying to be like the boss. I can only do what I can.
Pandora Duo, yeah. I guess we'll move on to Pandora. We'll talk about this one. This is an unbelievable trade, guys. Pandora Duo, a stock that we have been short from Monday. We added to this thing. I traded this thing just multiple times. My initial entry on this was right here, short it at 79. I added to that position at $80.25 on Tuesday of last week. So here was the initial short. Here was the add to that position. I took a little piece of profit. I'm just giving you guys quick recaps on this. I'll go over this in a minute. I took a piece of profit off there. And then we had this. And then we had this. This was that big sell-off day on the 22nd, and we just continued to take more profits off the table on this trade on Wednesday from these two entries. We got down to a small piece of that position. The stock rallied back up on Thursday, and then on Friday we got another entry to reload the position right there at 76.30, I believe, was the refill. And then the stock just absolutely cratered on Friday. We were just taking profits off the table. And then today, my target was reached. For the final take profit off on the Pandora Duo trade. This is good for an over 200% gain on those put options. members of True Trading Group, if you guys made money on Pinduoduo with me, tell me how you did. I would love to know it. This is a swing trade, you guys. This is one of those trades that it doesn't matter if you're in front of your computer or not. This is one of those trades that you could have entered it on Monday or Tuesday of last week. You could have entered it on Friday of last week and still been able to pull out an over triple-digit gain. Honestly, I think this is one of my better swing trades in a while.
I think it is.
Just the way that I was in and I was reloading the position.
I traded the $78 puts. They went up like 180 for me. And then on Friday, I grabbed those 75s. And when you called them out, they were at 220 this morning. Off the bill, I sold them for 450. So congratulations, Mike.
That's another triple digit. So you got a triple digit round on multiple trades.
That one was nice. And I'll say this, I'm not a hedge fund, award-winning trader, 2008 during the stock market crash. Everything that I've learned, the way that I trade, I learned it all from TTG, and that's no BS. I'm not selling it to you or anything. I knew nothing about options. I came in doing the whole AMC, GME, knew nothing about investing, didn't have a long-term portfolio, didn't even know what it was. And now, I'm able to find these trades on my own. The crazy thing about TTG is even if I wasn't a moderator, I would be doing this on my own, like by myself. I've been able to quit my job I've been able to pay off my vehicles. I've been able to truly just change my life here trading. And it's really the education and the group, it's the other members, I was a director of IT. You can go on LinkedIn. So I was a director of IT, and I had a great 6-figure job, but it was very, very stressful. And I'm also a veteran, so it just caused me a lot of stress. And I made enough where, I just said, hey, I just want to make my salary by trading. And if I can do that, then I'll quit my job. And it started off like, hey, I just want to make $100 a day, like the professor says, and I want to make $250 a day. And then eventually I was able to just really save up enough to pay off my vehicles. First thing was to get out of debt. So after I did that, then I'm like, okay, I'm out of debt now. I just have my mortgage. If I can trade and make my mortgage, then I really don't, have to do all this stress. And I've been able to do that. I'm a full-time trader. I'm 36 years old, and I have retired myself. I have retired myself. I'm joining Adam on the new TTG Mastermind channel, and we're just going to discuss quitting your jobs, just looking at different businesses, how to become a trader and everything.
That's for me. I'm going to be hopping over to the TTG Mastermind channel, guys. For those of you speaking about quitting your job. Right, speaking about quitting your job at 5:45 p.m. Eastern. So immediately following this live stream, I'm going to be joining Adam on the new TTG Mastermind YouTube channel, where we're going to discuss what it takes to quit your job and to become a full-time trader. Also, anyone that's interested in entrepreneurship or running your own business or starting your own business, that includes becoming a full-time trader and starting your own business, becoming a full-time trader, but also just starting a business or running a business in general. Guys, TTG Mastermind is going to provide you with some amazing and incredible content. For those that don't know, Adam, who's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, has been able to successfully started at the young age, I think of 22, Adam, if I'm not mistaken, with just a laptop in his father's living room, and has gone on to build 3 successful companies that have generated over the last decade in total over $100 million in revenue. And he is going to be the person that's going to be kind of spearheading TTG Mastermind. I told you there's a lot of really fun, exciting things coming for TTG Mastermind members. And at 5:45 p.m. Eastern, we are going to go live. I'm going to join Adam on that YouTube channel so we can actually talk about what it takes to quit your job and actually start trading full time. So that is something that we're going to be doing at 5:45 p.m. Eastern time.
And the thing about quitting your job, like it's a freedom that I don't even think that I was prepared for. You know, just to be able to my mental health. I mean, just coming from a veteran who I'm a combat veteran, suffers from PTSD and all that stuff. Like my quality of life, it has just improved so much. And I do this on my own. Like I said, I do it by trading. And the pandemic was horrible for the world in general, you know. But the thing that it did do was it forced us all to just sit at home, and we had nothing else to do. So whatever you were interested in, stocks or whatever, you just kind of search, like just things just came up out of nowhere on CNN, different things, and it really brought me to TTG. It was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. It's just to be able to come and get a real education. No more Reddits, because I was on Reddit. No more Discords. You know, I have no problems with some of the Discords, but no more Discords. We're talking about really, really being able to do this, not just getting trade alerts, being able to do this on your own, not having to depend on anyone. Might go and decide, you know, hey, I'm gonna retire, this and another, and I'll still be able to live my life and take care of myself and make a living just by trading. It's something with no formal education. Like I have a master's degree. This is not that. Like I'm not writing a paper. I'm not sending Mike in. You know, he's not grading. This is like me just going through this education and being able to comprehend and have my family doing it. I'm going to start getting my nieces and my nephews into it. We're talking about generational wealth, people. Something that you can, like, if you know nothing about investing, my background, my family, people who look like me, talk like me, my family doesn't invest. I mean, I'm just being honest. My grandparents didn't do it. They didn't pass it down to my dad or my parents. And my family knows nothing about investing. And so I knew nothing about investing, but now I do. And I'm able to create generational wealth for me and my family. And TTG has allowed me to do that. So I only been trading for 2.5 years, y'all. Your girl coming on here giving y'all in-phase 100% bangers, quitting your job, this, that, and the other. I said I started in like 2020, but like when we talk about, I quit my job this past October. So I hasn't even been a year since I quit my job to do this full time for a year. But in that time frame between then and now, I've been able to quit my job. I've been able to like bring it y'all 100% bangers. Like Mike, like you wanted to come on a live stream, another one. Yeah, I guess I'll bless y'all with my presence again. You know? And it's important for me to come on these live streams because I am a representation of you. I'm a representation of just, you know, I have a laptop. I trade off my laptop and my cell phone. I don't have some fancy setup. I don't have 3, 4, 5 screens. When we went to Miami, everybody's like, well, these screens. I said, I trade like this: one laptop, one cell phone, one woman, one education. Like that's all I have. That's how I trade. And so you don't have to have all this fancy equipment. You don't have to have like a ton of money to be able to do this. You just have to be willing to do it, get some education, and devote some time. And he giving you a money back guarantee. So like, if it don't work out, like, you know, you go double up. So either way, it's a win.
That's right. That's awesome. Shai, I love it. I love it. You know, we're keeping the streak going with these triple digit gainers. It's been unreal.
The market is crazy. Like I know you keep saying the market hasn't been like this, but I haven't been in the market that long. So I've only known chaos. Right? Like, I've known nothing else but straight chaos, right? So I don't know what I'm going to do when the SPY starts moving 60 cents in a day.
Nah, well, it won't move 60 cents in a day, but it's not going to move 12. Okay. You know, it's not going to move 10 or 12, but you know, you'll get used to, you know, $3 moves.
Okay.
You know, because obviously as the SPY increases in price, you know, the percentage move, you know, for you to go up 0.5% is different when you're at 400 or 500 when you're at 250. But
if we start getting $1 moves, I don't know what I would do because the volatility. I mean, you can play long. You can choose one stock, and this is what I tell when I do one-on-ones. If you all want to have a one-on-one with me, but you can take one stock, and in this market, you can trade it long and short every day if you just learn how to trade one stock. Like you could trade it long and short every single day. It is madness.
It's unreal. It really is. It's just, I love it. I mean, it's such an amazing time to be a trader. And I'm telling you guys, for those of you that are not members of True Trading Group yet, your window of opportunity, it's running out. Okay, I've been on here pounding the table, with the macro views for quite a while. We've been spot on with the analysis, and if you've been a member for a while, you just gotta go back, watch my live streams from September and October of 2021. I told you the market's going to crash in 2022. I'm selling my long-term portfolio. We did that. And then I told you on June 17th, 2022, go back and watch the live stream. It's right here on this YouTube channel. I said, hey guys, I'm adding a big chunk in my long-term portfolio. And that was when the SPY was right around 363, I believe was the day that I stepped in on June 17th. And I bought a chunk in my long-term portfolio. And we capitalized on that. And now, we've been playing the bear market rallies to the upside, and then we've been playing the crashes to the downside. And I think you got one more bear market rally left, and then you're going to get another move to the downside. And when that dust settles, and when that move to the downside settles, we'll be shorting the absolute crap out of it and buying put options in individual stocks and indexes to make money on that way down and generate income. But then when that dust settles, you're going to be left with a phenomenal buying opportunity in your long-term portfolio. And it's going to come at the exact moment that every single person on Reddit, every single person on Twitter, everybody on television is going to tell you the world is going to end. And when everybody on social media and when everybody on television tells you the world is going to end, that is when you better get out your shopping cart and you start and you go and you begin buying.
My first buy, like I said, I didn't have a long-term portfolio. So my first buy was in June. Like that's when I started my long-term portfolio.
Awesome.
And the first stock I bought was NVIDIA. I bought NVIDIA.
Yes!
Snowflake.
Yes!
The very first stock I bought was NVIDIA. So I bought NVIDIA and Snowflake. Look at NVIDIA. It is madness. I think
it's so insane. Like it's just ridiculous. So right there. There it was.
I think I was around 140.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was like let me see. If it was June, it was like 155.
Okay.
If it was it was the same day that I bought.
It was the same day that you bought. Then it went down a little lower, and then I bought a little more.
That was June 17th.
Okay.
It was like 155.
Okay.
June 17th. And now the stock's at 265.
It's crazy. And then
it's like
when we went a little lower, like then I bought a little more, so my average is like 142. Now the stock's at 265. So when I go and I look at my long-term portfolio, I'm like, yo, I thought options move like this. You telling me that stocks move like this?
That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what's out there. That's the opportunity that's out there, and you're going to get another shot, right? You're going to, if you've let this if this has all passed you by so far, you're going to get another crack at this. You got to make sure you're prepared for it. A lot of people were not prepared for the crash in 2022. We were. And if you're not prepared for the next one, I'm going to come on here months from now, and I'm going to say, I told you so. I'm going to say, I told you so. You've got a chance now to get yourself prepared, get educated now. It hasn't happened yet. You got a little bit more time, but you can't wait until it happens. You can't wait until your back's up against the wall to then try to do something about it. You want to make sure that you're already prepared and educated. Okay. When you're, so that you're ready to act when those things do start to occur. And it's going to be easier for you to act when those things occur so you can take advantage of it, guys. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop all the way to $980. It's the last day for the under $1,000 price point. As long as you see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. You don't have to pay for shipping. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in over 100 different countries. Okay. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email when you join. There's going to be instructions in there how to claim the laptop. You get the one-on-one mentor session with one of the mods. You can do it with Shy if you'd like. You're going to get the double your money back guarantee. Again, I stand behind the platform. If you join, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group, and are still unable to make $980 back at least once, I'll give you double your money. That's $1,960, and you can keep that free laptop. I can make that commitment to you because we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.83% of our members, and 78% of our members renew their membership when their membership is up. That's why I can offer you double your money back.
We're talking about $980. If you ever played a Tesla option, the old Amazon options, I mean, $980. I mean, you've lost that in a trade.
Every single person on here that is hesitant to invest $980 in themselves had no problem investing $980 in someone else. Because every single person on here has all put $1,000 into some garbage stock that somebody on Twitter or Reddit told you was going to go to the moon, or some garbage altcoin that some Discord or Telegram group told you was going to go to the moon. You are all guilty of doing it.
SPRT, BBIG, AMC, GME.
And you've all lost. You've all lost more than $1,000 on every single one of those type of situations, but you balk and hesitate at putting that money behind yourself. Put that money behind yourself. Believe in yourself. Stop believing in people on Twitter and on Reddit. Believe in yourself. Educate yourself. Arm yourself with the tools and resources. Become part of the community that cares whether or not you succeed or fail, because you are worth $1,000 investment. The people on Twitter are not. That's my advice to you. You're running out of time. I can't tell you again. I can't force you. You've got to make the decision for yourself. So again, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. If you have any questions, text us 786-505-4049.
Mike, that comes with a laptop?
That does come with a laptop.
The 980 with a laptop? I didn't even get that deal when I signed that.
980. There's only 8 of them, though. There's only 8
I didn't
of them.
even get the deal. I think I paid.
No, there's only 8 of them. There's only 8 of them. But yeah, guys, that does come with that laptop. So I would take advantage of it now before it is too late. I've got one other trade that I do want to cover with you guys, and that is Carvana. Okay, this was one that I went after today, and it was just such a clean setup. Such a clean setup. All right. So I'm looking at these 2 levels on Carvana. It was a very obvious resistance level at 850. If you take a look at 850, okay, 850 was previously a level of support there for Carvana, right? Here was support on the 22nd. There was support on the 23rd. You broke under it on the 23rd. You rallied back into it on the 24th. It became resistance. And then today, with the gap up, you found resistance there once again at 850. So remember, when support is broken, it then becomes resistance. So when you identify levels like this, look, support, 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 break it, resistance, 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 resistance. Then you have this quick sell-off off the open. We dropped right down into where? Your new level of support, which you guys can see very clearly, right? You can see support there at like $7.90, right? That's Friday's low and Thursday's low. So you had Friday's low, Thursday's low, and that creates your new support level and with an obvious, very new resistance level. So we dropped right down into it. We got a little bit of a bounce off that level, and I just stepped in right there and I got short. Okay, so right there, I stepped in, I got short. Carvana, right there, members went after the Friday expiration, so March 31st expiration, $8 put. At the time, I think it was around 50 cents or so, 52 cents, 54 cents, something like that. And then the stock just rolls over, breaks under that 790 level, and then just starts to trade to the downside. And I just start peeling profits. Off the table on this position, guys, as we work our way down. So there are my 3 take profits off on Carvana. I am still short some of this position, and I'm looking for the stock to get closer to $7 for my final take profit. The piece of the position that I still have open, I'm going to break it up into 2 pieces. My next take will be around 725-ish, and I'm going to try to get my final profit off down there around 7, maybe even under 7. We got to see what happens, but I think there's more downside here on Carvana. I'm still in it, but I did take profit off on the trade 3 times already today. Members were able to capitalize on, depending on their entries and exits, anywhere from 25 to 35% gain already on this trade, but I'm still in it. We'll see if we can get a little bit more downside, and that is Carvana. So a lot of trades going on inside of chat.
Those Carvanas at 51 cents, and the last one that I sold was at 73. So yeah, almost half.
Awesome.
Yep.
There you go. So 51 to 73. If you're doing them that way, let me see. So I'll just call it 70. Even if I did 70, because you might have top ticked that.
51?
No, the 73.
Oh yeah, 73.
Yeah, you might have. So even so, let's just say for members, let's call it 70 cents, and then we'll call it 51 cents. You're looking at a 37% gain right there just on that. So already locking in, like call it 35%, round it down to be conservative, 35% gain on it already. And we'll see if we get a little bit more out of that. You got to be careful though, guys, if you're holding options because of time decay. If you're in Friday's expiration, you got to make sure you understand time decay. You will lose a couple of pennies on those contracts every day as you get closer and closer to your expiration. Yeah. So I'm short the stock itself. I don't have to worry about that time decay, but when you're an options trader, you always got to worry about time decay. All right. Well, anybody have any questions about Google, Pinduoduo, Carvana? Now is the time to ask if you guys have any questions on any of the trades that we are talking about here today on this live stream. Now's the time to ask if you guys have any questions before I let Shai go and just enjoy, another one. And it's getting ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Rob says, "What's the big announcement?" Rob, the big announcement is that at 5:45 p.m. Eastern, I am joining Adam on the new True Trading Group Mastermind channel, where we're going to be discussing what it takes to quit your job and actually become a full-time trader. That's going to be at 5:45 p.m. Eastern on the True Trading Group Mastermind channel. Okay, I don't know, guys, if maybe you want to post the link for the Mastermind channel in the chat. So this way people can click on it. You guys can head on over there. Make sure that you are subscribed to that channel as well. And we'll start that up at 5:45 p.m. Eastern for everyone that's interested in joining me there. All right. All right, Shai. Well, another one in the books. Congratulations.
A good way to start off on Monday.
Exactly.
Congrats to everyone who caught the Google trade with me. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'm not holding anything. I will put this out there. So this market is really wild. So if you're swing trading in this market, I would recommend getting a little bit more time than the weekly options, just because the gap, you can really take profit and you can have a small piece and then you can gap up like $2-3, and with the time decay, it'll kill the options. So if I'm playing a weekly option moving forward, I will not be swinging anything unless it's like maybe next week or the week after. So the market is just too volatile. So if you're not used to that type of volatility and you try to play weekly options, don't get greedy. I've learned that it's just really best to take your profit at the end of the day and sleep soundly.
I like that. Good advice. Good advice, folks. Take it from the options master herself.
Yes, and you can always get back in it tomorrow, right?
Right, exactly. These stocks are making such huge moves in a given day that, you have so many opportunities. You might as well just get out, lock in the game. I always tell people the safest place for profit, it's in your pocket.
Yeah. So I'm going to go sleep soundly along with my TTG fam. Hopefully you all, if you're on this live stream, you go, you type, you join, you come in, you get an education, you see what we're doing, and you just, so you can start sleeping soundly as well and not worried about. Here's the thing: I had a friend, my best friend, call me, and he's really worried about his 401k, all right, because he's in a position he wanted to take money out of his 401k because he's about to lose his job and stuff like that. So he's really worried about his 401k and things like that. And he actually got me partially involved in trading as well. But the thing is, you got to be able to trade up and down. So like he can trade on green days, but on red days, he kind of struggles. So for those of you all who have been trading, you don't have to be a newbie, even though newbies are welcome. But if you just want to tune up your trading, hey, you can trade on green and red days, and you don't have to worry about that 401k. You can actually, make a whole lot of money when stocks go down, put more money in your 401k. So when they rise back up, you're setting yourself up for success. But so if you all are new and if you all are experienced, it's something for everybody here. I'm not the only trader. We have all type of traders here. So come check us out, see what we're about, get yourself education. Let's make this money.
I like it. I love it. Shai, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Congrats again on a fantastic day. We'll go at it again tomorrow.
All right. Bye, y'all.
All right. Take care. Have a good night. All right, folks. Well, there you have it, guys. All right. So another fantastic day in the books. Google, Pinduoduo, final profits. The reason why Pinduoduo was my target was that's the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average was right here, this yellow line, you see it on my screen. So right there, that yellow line, that's why today was my final target. And we went ahead and we took that profit off the table and locked it in. That's a 200-day. That was my final target. And it's also all of this previous resistance. So if you guys go back here on the daily chart, you'll see you had resistance there, right? Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, right? You guys can see all this resistance. And then prior to that, there was a level of support, right? So that's why we went ahead and took that off the table. There's that Pinduoduo trade right down there to the 200-day moving average. It was a beautiful trade. And again, just congratulations on a monster, an absolute monster. All right. So there you have it, folks. All right, guys, listen, for those of you that are not interested in the membership at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. I'm done with the educational stuff. I don't want to waste your time. But before you go, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. For those of you that are interested, let me show you the platform and what it looks like so you know exactly what the $980 membership fee is getting you. Okay? Because like I said, when you join, you're getting access to the entire platform, all of our courses and all of our tools. There's no upsell for courses or tools. They're included, right? You're going to get our chat room, of course, obviously. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're answering questions, providing market commentary. We're with you from pre-market all the way through till after hours. All right. We're not dead. We're not just gone after an hour or two. We're also giving you guys our mobile app. The mobile app lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio, and get real-time push notifications when moderators enter and exit trades. That way you guys can always follow along with what we're doing inside of chat. You'll get 2 private study groups with our mods so we can speed up your learning curve. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. You get congressional trading data so you can track the trades being made by members of Congress. You get TradingView's premium charting software. You get the Trade Ideas scanner, which will make sure you're focused on the hottest stocks during the day. You get a simulator from ET&A so you can practice implementing everything you're learning in the courses with fake money so you don't risk any money before you guys actually perfect what it is that you're learning. You get our own proprietary scanner, lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. All of this stuff is included when you guys join the TG platform for the 980. You don't pay extra for any of it. We got to welcome Ralph. Ralph's the newest member. 7 spots left now, guys. Welcome, Ralph. 7 laptops remain. Everybody welcome Ralph. Again, folks, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop to $980. You see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email when you join with instructions how to claim the laptop. We ship anywhere in the world, and we cover the shipping cost for you. It's totally free. You're going to get a trading journal as well. That trading journal will track your trading and break it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner. A social sentiment scanner will tell you what stocks are being mentioned most on social media. Analyst ratings on every stock, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Then you get a watch list every day. The mods and I publish a watch list of what stocks we're focusing on and a game plan of how we plan on trading it, where we're getting long, where we're getting short. Then you get all of our courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program I went through when I worked at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included for the 980. There's no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. We don't play games like that. Then you get a video library that's got, 600 hours at this point of workshops and webinars covering different topics. And then once you guys become full-time members, you can actually start attending these workshops live. Guys, listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But if you do join, what I can guarantee is I'll give you double your money back if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend the study group, and can't make $980 back at least once. Then I'll give you back $1,960. You can keep the free laptop. That's the deal. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops to $980. Tomorrow it'll be over $1,000. If you have any questions about the membership or the platform, text us 786-505-4049. 786-505-4049. The phone number is right at the bottom of your screen. Also, if you're a trial member or previous trial or previous member, you have to text that number so we can whitelist your email so we can give you guys the $980 price point. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the live. Make sure that you head on over to the True Trading Group Mastermind channel. In 20 minutes, Adam and I are going to go live on the True Trading Group Mastermind channel to talk to you guys about what it takes to quit your job and become a full-time trader. So head on over to the True Trading Group Mastermind channel. We'll post that link right there inside the chat at 5:45 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys over there. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night. If you haven't done so, subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys tomorrow.